Check out our Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, iTunes, anywhere you stream music, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere you use social media. If you want to find me after the show, I'm going to be in the bathroom doing whippets. Woo!
All right, everybody. Welcome to Stage Banter with Mr. P and RATH. That's right, Mr. P and RATH, because this is Season 2, Episode 1, and RATH is now a super permanent person. You're going to see the new intro. I'm sure you've already seen it right now. I haven't seen it yet. Fuck you too, RATH. I haven't seen it, but it's going to be super dope and dude music, and we are a combo now. He's no longer a guest host. He is a permanent part of this shit. So thank you, RATH, from RATH and the Wise Guys. As you know, I'm Mr. P. I run DCxPC Live Records. I play in a band called Leave It Behind, and I like to talk about stage banter with dope-ass bands. So I couldn't find any dope-ass bands, so instead I have John from Coffee with Lions on here. He's from York, Pennsylvania, and he's only cool because his wife loves him so much that she moved from Ireland to live in York, Pennsylvania to be with him. And who the fuck does that shit? Fuck if I know. But this is not your standard podcast for you new listeners out there. I don't care where Coffee with Lions came from. I don't care where they got their sound from and their history in punk rock. Blah, 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 blah. Stupid tours, album coming out, bullshit. We're here to talk about the stuff that really matters. And I have to tell you, when it comes to stage banter, John Grove of Coffee with Lions is at the pinnacle of it. And I say that having only seen him once, but it was a one-time experience where I was so awestruck that normally when I'd pull up my phone and start recording stage banter, I just fell into the moment. Do you know what I'm talking about, John?
I hope so. I put my ass out there and I try to do it every single time, regardless of the aches and the pains that come with it. But I really appreciate that. And I had no idea this is episode 1 of season 2. I'm absolutely honored. Thank you.
You are, and it's all new. So if you've listened to stuff we've done before, it's all different.
Awesome.
So if you think you're prepared, you're fucking wrong.
What kind of teacher are you?
Hey,
my students are not prepared.
My job was to taunt middle school kids, not to help them. I mean, too much truth there. So, RATH, the first time I saw John and Coffee Lions, first and only time, and I'm going to see them many more times, hopefully since, was at Camp Punksylvania. And I think you all opened up Saturday morning. It was Saturday morning, correct?
Yeah, it was Friday. It was the 4 o'clock Friday slot. Yeah, that was a tough one. Yep.
It's there, and I'm off walking around the vendors, shooting the shit, being my social self because I like to talk, I like to chatter, I like to banter, as it were. And all of a sudden, I hear this person like screaming and like cajoling me to come to the stage. And then as I start walking, I'm like, oh, they have cases and cases of beer, and they're just lining the area with free beer. And I was like, you know, I've been in many a band. How do you get the people that are outside the club to come inside for the first band? You know, there's like the 30-second intro, the bullshit. What do you do? And I'm like, oh, this is fascinating. But it was beyond the beer because it was like 20 minutes before they had to play. So while we're coming down and getting our beers, he's just talking the entire time, ad nauseum. And it was just absolutely interesting. Mind you, I did do my own like selfish promotion where I started putting my beer koozies on every one of his beers.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a great idea.
So I had no problem. But like, I was also just like, you're not just telling people to come here. It's like you are engaging. The crowd is engaging back with you, and the crowd is just getting bigger and bigger. I was like, you could have just shot a free beer and it would not have worked. It took more than free beer. There was something in your personality and the way you were presenting yourself beyond the free beer that was making that happen. And I was like, I don't know what these guys sound like, but I'm ready to fucking go.
Now,
yeah. That was kind of a last minute thing. The whole beer toast, and you know what I was thinking about as I was kind of preparing to do that. I knew people were going to be coming from work. Most of the people that kind of engage in our music, we work, right? Yeah. We don't have the luxury of taking days off and doing whatever. So I knew anybody that was getting there early, you know, kind of took an extra step. They're probably set up their camps. So I thought, why not? Why not? You know, stop at the beer store, get a couple of cases of beer. We had juice boxes for the kids.
Yes.
But Yeah, so the whole idea was, and as far as like engaging with the crowd, it's an absolute honor. I mean, that's what it's all about to us. That was actually one of the larger stages that I played, and it was kind of weird because normally if I'm on like a 6-inch stage, it's very easy to walk off that stage and be in the crowd. When it's a larger stage, you actually got to kind of jump up. But I had said to the guys, I was like, what do we want to do here? Because I mean, it's gonna look kind of weird when you don't see me from the crowd. And I just decided to go with it, and we jumped down. We started playing, but the pregame that was absolutely awesome, and hopefully, I don't know, but hopefully that might be kind of a permanent thing. Obviously, people get sick of us if it's always us, but having something incorporated like that to kick off the festival would be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, like I said, it was really impressive the way you were able to keep talking, and it was relevant, and it was funny, and it met the moment. It
Thank you.
met the moment. And that doesn't happen easily. And it's certainly not for like a 15 or 20-minute time period.
Yeah. Well, and funny enough, having Laura and Terry up there and kind of bouncing back and forth and kind of deciding when we're going to go on and how we're going to do this, I kind of feel like, believe it or not, I do have a lot of anxiety going and talking and speaking in front of speaking out that way. As soon as the music starts, all that shuts off. It's very easy for me. But I don't really like the attention to be on me. Now I'm doing this and I typically do these, but I think that, when it is just me talking, I like, what the hell do I got to say, man? But that was cool. That was a cool time, and I'm glad that you got to enjoy that. And we absolutely loved doing it, and it was memorable, which is, I think, one of the best things that you can ask for in this life is something that you can say, "Hey, I'll never forget that."
Yeah.
From our perspective, it will never forget that.
I mean, you talk about being the front guy and actually being like anxious. Like, I feel like RATH, you're not exactly like super. Are you calm up on stage? Like, are you calm like bantering? I know you're calm playing. Like, you have great stage presence and you play and you sing with all your
Right.
heart. But how, like, do you have this? I hear this a lot with lead singers that they're actually anxiety ridden. Would you?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I tend to I have that double personality on stage. So while we're playing, I'm going absolutely ape shit. But then when we start talking, I'm sort of reserved and I'm like, okay, I'm glad you guys are here and this is a fun time.
That's like was it the singer for Kill Your Idols, Andy? He often will turn his back from the
Mhm.
crowd and like they give himself some peace. And like Gary was like, yeah, when he's on, he's on, but when he's
Mhm.
not, and he turns his back like that, I know that the rest of us have to pick it up. Like that's him saying, I
Yeah.
need a little space, guys. I need a little room to like get myself together because I just gave everything I had in that song and I got nothing else to say at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you always try to have something to say. I watch, like I've mentioned before, I watch a lot of Green Day videos. And, in edited videos, frontmen seem to always have something decent to say, but you don't see the couple of seconds, or I don't, maybe they practice it a lot more,
I put out
especially at
enough
that
live
level.
albums where I hear the entire set. And I'm like,
Hmm.
I wasn't there, but well, that last 15 seconds was more than a little awkward.
Right.
We're
And
gonna
it's
cut
like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
15
man,
seconds out of this record.
you never get to see that part. And I mean, it's like when I was doing acting and stuff in high school, and you talk about, have you ever seen the edited or the unedited versions of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? And it's like, dude,
No,
there's so much awkward silence and
Oh yeah.
bad jokes that just don't make the cut. And
really? I didn't really.
yeah,
I
you're
always thought
only
that shit was just
seeing,
straight how it was. I feel
oh, fuck no, no, you're seeing the best of the best, which I mean, obviously, like, why don't show me shit,
yeah.
like, don't waste my time. But I mean, at the lower level where you don't have it all figured out in your character or your persona and everything, if you're not acting on stage with a script yet,
But I
it
think
can
that's
get
like,
pretty awkward.
isn't that like the beauty of it? Like the fact that, I mean, I don't have like certain like when we play, it's just I just go. I don't think about it. If I say anything, it's really I'm not planning on saying anything. I really don't like when, if I feel like I have to say something, like I have to go down through 8 bands that are playing after us. Like when it's all natural, and even if you fuck something up, that's pure. It's something that's what's pure about like punk rock. That's what's pure about seeing live bands, and you don't get anything like it. And actually, Doug, who was going to be on this conference today, but it just didn't work out. But he was kind of always the one that was like, okay, look, let's figure out how that set's going to flow, and let's try to kind of have our little spots where we do that.
Yep.
And actually, we even draw lines on our set list. So if anybody sees
I've
our
done that
set list,
myself. Yep.
yeah, and it's a breather. It's a chance for us to say, hey, thanks to the other bands that are playing or the bands that are coming up. And then you get right back into it. Then you rock out 3 or 4 songs in a row. But yeah, so the banner I think it's incredibly important. I think the interactions with the crowd's always been incredibly important to me. I think there's nothing better. The hardest thing for that show was at Camp Punk was the barriers.
Yeah.
Now, a few days later, I saw a band that to this day I absolutely love. I was hoping to get them down here for a date. Hope to get them into York again or at some point. But Car Bomb Parade. So I was
just saw them on Friday. They were so fucking good.
I saw you uploaded that video. Yeah.
So fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Great, incredible band. They have so much passion. And I was like, oh, there's a big, barrier. I can't climb over this barrier. Like I can't be out. And then he was just like, boop, I'm going to go out and then I'm going to be on the ground. But there's nothing better than being like in the crowd. Nothing better than, just taking a breath of air, a pause, and putting your hand on somebody's shoulder and putting your head down just for a second. Because, everybody's involved. Everybody is the set. Everybody is the band at that point.
That's one of the hardest parts of being a drummer, right? Is I'm usually as far away as possible from anything of that nature. And there was only one band I was ever in called The Overprivileged, particularly when we had a song called We're Not Done Yet, and we would dare people to stop us from playing. People would literally dive through my drum set, jump on my back, and lay on my lap and stuff like that. And I was like, and I loved it because I'm like, oh, I'm actually part of this.
Yeah.
I get to be part. And because I'm usually just so isolated and I see everyone. And I see my guitarist and my bass player, getting beers poured into their mouth and like bouncing into people and getting on stage. And I'm like, and I'm just back here going like this, going.
Yeah. Well, and meanwhile, everybody in the band would be like, okay, if you have to announce and give credit to somebody, it's always going to be the drummer. I mean, that's 100%. It's the drum. But you're right. I mean, Kevin sits in the back. He plays his ass off. He's singing his fucking lungs out, and it's usually hot as hell.
Yes.
And but you don't get that.
Yep.
Maybe he doesn't want it, but I didn't know that I wanted that either. Like when we started, first couple shows, I mean, the videos are out there. The first couple shows, I was like man in the box, like Alice in Chains, like back and forth holding the mic stand. And just to be able to release like that, it's just, I don't know, it's something else.
So your stage presence has changed. Has your stage banter changed since you started? Like the things you say or how you say them or like your comfort level, what you talk about, has that changed since the beginning?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because I think we matured as a band. I think kind of when you start, and I know this is not about the history, but when we got back into this, it was kind of brand new and it was well removed from the years when I was just, coming out of high school and didn't know anything. Right. And, that idea of like this band is meant for something to be big and whatever to the fact that, okay, hey, look, this is just a great community and we have to. So when I talk, if bands are coming through, one of the things I always try to hit on during the set, especially when you have, I'll give you, for instance, so we played a show at Skid Row Garage, and the Fiends came from Philadelphia. Red Dye Number 9 and
Yeah,
Luxury
played with
Taste
them the
both
other day.
came.
They were great.
Awesome, yeah. They both came from Baltimore, and what my focus is at that point is, okay, how do we tell people, go support the bands that traveled here? It's an Uber ride for us to come to the venue. So go buy shit. You'll see us again. Buy their shit. Buy their records. They're on the road. Buy their shit. And it's not, I don't think it's completely selfless because, one of the benefits of that is if everybody kind of buys into that, when we're traveling to Virginia or Pittsburgh, that might be the same mentality. And that's kind of one of the main things that I push. The other thing is always to, respect the establishment and the people that are putting the shows on, because it is a thankless job. And I've booked shows unintentionally just because I like certain bands. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
let's get something going. Bands are incredibly hard to deal with because the front guy on the app that you're messaging might be sweet as could be, always responsive, but every band, they have to go through the other ones who have wives, kids, jobs,
Yeah.
vacations, and it's not easy to get 4 or 5 guys to all agree on a date that's traveling and such. So I always try to respect them too.
You mentioned that, and I'm doing shows now in the Hudson Valley, and I'm not always playing the show. And so I get up on stage, and I don't ever get to speak because I'm a drummer, and I try and do a little stage banter, but I focus a lot on, hey, we have a local band opening, local band closing. The 2 out-of-town bands are always put in the center to make sure they get the most. And I'm always like, look, this is all about promoting each other. And every now and then I'll get a little flack from a band about why they had to open or close when they're the big local or whatever. I was like,
Yeah,
because you're not out of town.
yeah. Well, and
And
that's a weird. I mean, that's a weird thing, and I've dealt with that. Is, what is the perfect place to place bands? I mean, I know when we've played shows, there's been times that it makes more sense for us as the local to close it out, because if you can kind of pull that local crowd in, you don't want to play your set after getting everybody, your cousins, uncles, neighbors, to come out, finish their set, and they're like, "Oh, it was a great show. I'm tired. I'm leaving." So it's all kind of weird, but yeah, you're right. As long as they're getting acknowledged and they're getting some
and that's even a tricky
revenue,
thing.
and
Like, I've done shows where the bands I've seen have drawn big crowds, but not in the area where I'm doing the show. And since I've never seen them there, I don't know if they have a big
right,
crowd. They've never
yeah,
been there. So I can't essentially, I was like, yeah, ostensibly this touring band is bigger than the local, but I still want the local to close
yeah,
because you are here. And if people do leave, it's not the worst thing. Like, my band is closed
yeah,
plenty of times
yeah,
because we're the
yeah.
local band. And I'd rather close and play to 20 people and have the touring band play to 50
That's right.
because it just makes sense
That's right.
to me.
Yeah, no, and you're 100% right. And I think that's, there should be thought given to that, because we've been in that situation where we're like at the door, like,
Yeah.
don't go. This band's excellent, but I don't know. You're 100% right. There has to be a consideration because I mean, you are the local band. Headlining isn't always headlining. It's not like, what everybody strives for, because a lot of times it's 11:30 at night, 11:30, 12 at night. So, you got to kind of stick through. People are drunk, and,
Yeah.
there's people are like passing out and, going outside to smoke. So, but you're 100% right.
So Rat, I think this is a good time to play one of our new games, sir.
Oh,
A
jeez.
brand
Okay.
new game.
A brand new game.
I'm excited.
When I used to do a game similar to this when I taught middle school, I called it the Wheel of Terror.
Oh, Jesus.
So
All right.
you may recall that I've like said, "Hey, I'm going to give you a song title and count down to 10, and you have to like introduce it."
Okay.
So we're doing something similar to that, but in this instance, you're not allowed to introduce it as yourself.
Oh, geez. Okay. God, this is
So
like next level. Okay.
yeah, you're not allowed to be you. You have to be
Okay.
someone totally different. And in this instance, can everyone see the screen? So
Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me like get a little read.
Listening on Spotify or whatnot, I apologize, but there's a big spinning wheel here with
I can see it.
so many fucking different options. We have
Oh my God.
from
Okay.
Smurfs to a Karen, Batman, Dolly Parton, the
Pig Latin.
Girl,
This
Ben
is
Stein,
one of the Simpsons.
Hallmark movie actor Fred Durst, Oprah.
Christopher
You're gonna
Walken.
have to Christopher
Bernie.
Walken.
Hey, please land on Rocky Balboa because I do not do impressions. Donald Trump.
Donald
Cookie
Trump.
Monster.
So
Okay.
you get 2 passes, but your passes have to be because you don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah. Okay. So
Like, you have to be able to say, I don't know who that person is. So you have to go like, so you if you get Donald Trump, I know you can't say that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you get something you honestly don't know, because
oh my God,
I wasn't sure of your age bracket.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But like Rath and I have had younger artists on here in the past where some of these things might be not known to them.
Oh, this is horrifying. This is horrifying. I'm thinking like this is, you're always well prepared and you think through your responses. Then you're like, oh, what is that one time that I'm going to get canceled? So yeah, I'm gonna.
This is it.
I touch the screen?
No, I'm going to spin it for you. You can't. You can touch it all you want, but it's not going to do anything. So I will tell you in advance that the song you're going to introduce is the Daily News.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the song you're going to do. But so I'm getting that. Normally I would hold that off, but you've got to introduce it in whatever character comes up.
Oh my God, this is horrifying.
All right, spin that shit.
Are you ready to have this shit happen?
I don't know, but let's try. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I just told you I had anxiety. Anxiety. This is the most anxiety I've had in my life. Oh, Cookie Monster.
The Cookie Monster.
We are now. We're gonna go with that.
You're gonna go with Cookie Monster. All right, go ahead. I want a 30-second introduction as the Cookie Monster.
30-second. Okay, 30 second. I don't know. Now I'm starting to double. Well, now I went to Pig Latin.
Oh no! I removed Cookie Monster from the mix. No, it's Cookie Monster. And I gotta stop watching it, so I'll start the timer.
I got it. Just fucking do it. Oh my God, it's horrible. I want to pass.
Pass?
No.
All right. Sorry. We'll give it. We said we had 2 passes.
What?
Okay.
You only get 1 pass on opinion, though. So you got to go with the next one. And you got Trump.
You got to introduce your song as Donald fucking Trump.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking great.
I'm so excited.
Is my hold on? I'm trying to get the hair.
Yeah, you got your hair. Yeah, okay. Your hair's not quite as thin. You got to come over, dummy.
Yeah, got to get it down in the front. So Donald Trump. Do I have to do his accent?
I mean, the closer you can do it, the better it is, right?
It's gotta be huge.
It's gotta be huge.
Give me a little.
It's gonna be fabulous.
Give me a little foreplay.
Play him a clip.
This song.
This song's gonna be
huge. You gotta listen to this song. This is gonna be a great song by these great American people. These Coffee with Lions. Coffee Lions. They're great. I can't tell you how great. And Daily News is the best. It's gonna be the best thing that you've seen since sliced bread. Daily News, my Coffee with the Lions. It's got to be about 30 seconds now, so check it out.
Daily News. It's not your mama's fake news.
Yeah. No fake news here. That's actually, oh my God, how did I not do that?
I don't know. I was waiting for you to get to the fake news, and I was like,
Daily News, not fake news.
I'm sweating. Whoa.
Fake news.
Sorry,
that's good. Good. Cheers. I did not see that one coming.
So now we gotta actually play the song.
Okay, awesome.
Welcome to the shit show, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee with Lions in the basement, on the stage, in your home, in your phone, in your brain. I've been reading the news every single day since I was 5, and I'm getting fucking bad. Bullshit information on every fucking station. Don't believe what you hear. It's discrimination, a mental masturbation. You know they feed on your fear. You don't know me, you don't know anybody, you don't know what I dream about. Yeah, you know.
Okay, I have to tell you, dude. I know we're not supposed to talk about the band's music, but I can't put you in a fucking box. And I write a lot of reviews.
Yeah.
And my normal go-to is just to compare them to another band. I don't have a fucking clue.
That's an honor, and if you like that, which surprisingly doesn't work as well as you'd think.
No, I know. Call and Dead had the same issue. So
yeah. When you go outside, so like our new songs are completely different. And
they were different from your original songs. I went back and listened to your earlier stuff too, which was different. I mean, I can say melodic hardcore, which is so.
We've gotten that.
To someone not in the scene, like, oh, that makes sense. Like, but like, well, there's a lot of. I mean, melodic hardcore. I mean, you can be like Lifetime. I mean, it's just. It's So
well, don't quit your day job. I mean, he said, "Boy Sets Fire," and I was like, "Oh my God!" Well, thanks, but no.
I mean, great band.
Amazing band and great vocalist, and I mean, I don't know. I honestly, like, if I could tell you anything that we are exactly what the punk scene that was kind of gyrating back in like 2000 in New York, and we just took a bunch of years off and then kept going, because that's kind of what was happening in New York, was this aggressive, it's aggro punk, but we were also skate kids, and we liked hip hop, and so
it sounds like a band that didn't set out to sound like anything.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
100%.
When I was in Call and Dead, I'm like in my 40s, my singer's in his 40s, and New Jersey, like hardcore kid, VFW hall shit. Then we had like two people that were like 10, 15 years younger than us. One grew up on like the what are those Hellcat record compilations, leftover crap, that stuff. The other one is like way more into like All Pigs Must Die and stuff. And we just got together and said, "Oh, let's just form a band. What do we sound like?" It's like, well, whatever it sounds like.
Yeah.
He's gonna write a riff, and I'm gonna play my style of drums under, and then Jay's gonna sing the way he sings, and then Mike's like, it's gonna sound like our own divergent styles all merging together into something that doesn't make any cohesiveness. 100%. But one thing I noticed in your song, that introduction was almost like Stage Banter.
Totally. And honestly, I got to give a ton of credit to the songwriting to Aaron Petty, as we would call him. He is, I don't know, just a mad genius when it comes to writing, because he's incredibly intelligent. He is in touch with the world events, and he knows all of everything that you could ever want to know. So his writing style originally was very, hey, this is how the song goes. And then I think as a band, we said, okay, that's great, but that's your piece. We're going to add our piece. And once again, Doug was a hardcore guy. I was like Minor Threat, Gorilla Biscuits. That was my shit. And then Kevin liked hip hop. Like he liked club music and shit. So pulling all that together, and it was a little bit of pushback at first, but then you start to realize, like, okay, when you give, you get. So when it all came together and people said, okay, look, let's have this kind of sound like a little bit of all of us, that's where we found our sound. And we won't change that ever, because why the fuck would you?
Yeah, why would you?
But Pendy on that intro, so this is a funny story. When we play live, he always changes what he sings. So, like, when he does that intro at Camp Punk, he says, you know, hey, Camp Punksylvania, we're at the four, you know, and he'll be a dick. He'll be like, we're the 4:30 opening band. Nobody's going to fucking watch. But if you key in, everything has to do. Like when we played with the Fiends and those bands were traveling, I never finished saying that, but the Fiends, they got an ice block fell off the top of their a truck in front of them, wiped out their car and shit. So they never made the Skid Row Garage show. So that's like, but anyway, so that night he was talking about the Fiends and the ice block and the fucking snow and shit. So he recreates that every single time. And Aaron is incredibly, like, he is the yeller. He is the screamer of the band. Yeah. I can't scream anything like him. But yeah, he's got a hell of a lot of stage band, and then he's got that bright.
That's fascinating. That reminds me of like the Dead Milkmen. You know, like most famously, Bitch and Chimera. You know, recorded. They have a whole story they tell before you get on the Bitch and Chimera.
Yeah,
I've seen them half dozen times, and they tell a different story every time they play that song.
You got to. You get bored.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hear the same one about the Motley Crue T-shirt, but like, so. I actually almost expected you to do the stage banter of that, but you don't do that stage banter.
That's all Aaron. Yeah, he
See, if Aaron had been on here, it would have been interesting. You think he would have done that, or would he have done something totally different, or would he have gone with the recorded one and just gone that and done that with the Donald voice?
Well, yeah, I mean, Aaron's got the most insane stage yell, and honestly it's kind of a pain because when we do a sound check, he tests all of his levels out, and the poor crowd that's just standing there, like, you know, hanging out waiting, they get this incredible scream with no music around it. But yeah, so he's got a ton of presence. He's jumping around. We have great shots of him jumping. Doug does too. I mean, everybody does. Even Kevin. I mean, we all try to put it all out, and it's not scripted. You couldn't. But at the end of the night, we're all exhausted. Nobody knew what they did. We're mostly drunk, and it was always a great experience, man. Awesome. It's like the coolest drug in the world. Yeah. So,
Rath, should we make him do it a second time, or should we move on to
it? No.
No.
Unless it's Donald Trump again. I'll pull my hair.
He doesn't even know that the second one could be even worse.
Yeah. I know the next
new
one
bit could be worse.
I know. I mean,
I'm just glad it was our song. Yeah, so I'm glad it was our song. If it would have been, you know, Mariah Carey or something else, that would have been.
I guess we'll move on because he just said that, right? He like literally gave me no. He literally said, "This is our song."
You want Donald Trump? Right? Donald Trump talk about Mariah Carey?
No, I mean Donald Trump just said he was bigger than Taylor Swift the other day, so you know.
Well, we're bigger than Jesus. So.
We're bigger than Jesus, yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
great Beatle.
So this next segment is going to be about coffee.
Okay.
And I've titled it, "Would you like a second cup of coffee?" And because I'm the guy that likes to like share things that amuse me, and if they don't amuse anyone else, fuck you, the rest of you. I'm going to go ahead and share a screen, and we're going to do a little intro for it through one of my favorite movies of all time because, well, I was brought up in the 80s.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Would you like some coffee before we
serve
food?
No. No, thanks.
Would either of you like another cup of coffee?
I will, but Jim won't.
I think I will have another cup of coffee.
Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
Oh, I should have had that second cup of coffee.
Jim never vomits at home.
Great movie.
Great
And
movie.
for us, that would be. Let me think what that is. That's probably. It wouldn't be coffee. It would probably be like wild turkey or scotch. Scotch
Well,
might two scotch.
Unfortunately, coffee's in your name, so that's the gimmick I went with.
Okay.
So, do you do any cover songs?
We have two.
Yeah, what are they?
One is A Single Second by AFI, which we actually released only because it was on a comp. It was
Okay.
It was a 1997 compilation. So punk bands from then. And then we do What You Want, which was featured at Camp Punk. I'm glad we didn't play it because like 4 bands played it during the duration of Camp Punk. But Do What You Want from Bad Religion.
You really think you had to tell me that? I'm
Well,
really
for the fans.
Do what you want, but don't do it around me. Come on, stop it.
Yeah. It's a very
Sit on my ass all goddamn day. Come on now. Anyway, so well, I think you should cover a song about coffee.
I put out one of these songs actually. I did a cover of this first one.
Are you?
I mean, are we going to tell the people? Or I mean, are we
somewhere on
people
YouTube.
what movie that was? I mean,
they should know it's Airplane. Everyone should know it's
Airplane.
It might have showed up
that
on
was
the
Airplane.
screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Not everyone's 47 years old.
That's right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I knew it was Airplane right away.
Yeah.
You grew up in the era of Leslie Nielsen.
Oh yeah, Naked Guns all day long.
All day long.
The amount of innuendos that I didn't get as a kid watching Airplane, Police Academy, Leslie Nielsen. Had no idea. Watched them later, I'm like, oh.
Yep.
Well then.
Awesome.
Well then. Well then.
Okay, so what are we doing? I'm doing a cover song.
You're going to do an introduction to one of 3 songs. I'm going to give you a choice. Sort of. Maybe. There are 3 songs about coffee in the punk rock world that I love.
Okay.
There's the Descendants coffee mug.
Okay.
There's Lagwagon Mr. Coffee.
Okay.
And there is Black Flag Black Coffee.
Oh, geez. I can't say I'm familiar like with any of them. I don't have to sing them, do I?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea now that you say it.
No. Ew. I'm such a poser when it comes to like punk rock. Like, you know, you got to realize there's like 20 years. I just like.
What do you want me to do?
What are you trying to get out of here?
The Lagwagon and Mr. Coffee were in the 90s.
Lagwagon, yeah, that would definitely be the closest.
Yeah,
I don't know that I'm that familiar with it, but how about you play?
You know, Coffee Mug by the Descendants was on their like reunion breakthrough album in like 96, 97, whatever that is, and
that's the one I have out.
Mr. Coffee was on the very first Fat Records compilation.
And everyone knows
Music for Fat People #1. Well, you're gonna have to pick one to introduce. You're gonna have to talk about it and why it's better than the other 2.
God, and I know nothing about any of them.
Should I play them a couple clips? How do we handle this?
Yeah, play.
See you.
All right.
I'm kind of feel like the copyright. Hopefully, this doesn't get bleeped out. Okay.
You know what? Copyright stuff is for posers.
It really is. I agree.
I don't believe in copyright stuff. I actually wrote a whole paper on like copyrights and how things need to go into the public domain and how it destroys creativity by not having things enter the public domain.
So here's my idea on this bit is as you're talking about the song, so as not to leave the surprise guests clueless, you play a 15-minute clip while you're talking about it. But this is, you know,
I will put you 15 seconds of each song.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm getting bourbon.
Scott, do you have your Facebook up?
No. Should I have my Facebook up?
I just sent you my cover.
Oh,
The
okay.
YouTube link. It's got
I can pull it up on my phone.
It's got
There it is.
62 views in 3 years.
Oh,
We're getting a cover version.
No,
should I play yours, Rath, or should I play the Descendants version?
I don't know. You do what you want. It's
Well, I mean,
if I have to do what I want,
what am I, Bad Religion? I'm just going to do what I want.
Yeah,
I have a Bad Religion cover out somewhere too.
This would be a perfect place to plug the AFI cover, by the way, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You mean a Fire
I don't give a fuck about that.
You know, there was a Nitro compilation, and I have the CD, and the first version of it, like, you can't find it anywhere. They didn't call themselves AFI. Their actual band name was A Fire Inside, but if you try and find it on like Discogs, you can only find it listed as AFI. But I have a copy where their name was listed as A Fire Inside instead.
Wow. I see there's a video going around lately that's them in like 96 playing in Chicago.
Yes,
awesome.
I saw it.
I've seen that many times. It's great.
Fucking beautiful.
Insane. Yeah,
that's what they do.
That crowd's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Coffee mug, consider away the haze. Liquid proof that I can win this race. Coffee mug, that keeps us all. The interlink, keep it busting up. No food to drug, I just took away my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss milk, I just took away my coffee mug. Living band, my liquid drug of choice. There's too many hooks, and they got too much voice. So for the moment, we're all pretty good to go. When night it comes, when night it moves go. I don't need no food to drug, I just took away my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss milk, I just took away my coffee mug. Every day, mommy, me, to my mug.
All right, so
that one wins.
Well, I don't know, but you got to hear it.
You got to hear the other one.
Let's hear the other one.
I've never even heard.
You got to hear the others.
But
you never heard them?
No, but I know Black Coffee by Black Flag. So that's they're both great.
I mean, Lagwagon is the probably is my favorite one.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear the other two. Can we hear the other two?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. Here we go, Mr. Coffee. Starts off a little slow, a little sexy. Oh, dude, you want a cup of coffee?
That's good.
Oh, yeah, baby. Coming to my lips.
Morning is broken, my coffee is broken. That familiar wake up call sings through my ears. I wake with a shrug, full with a thought. Where in this hellhole is my coffee mug? I can now face the day. On legal speed, the American way. The American way. I'm 15, I'm 16, I'm spouting, I'm shaking. I cannot stop spilling on my brand new shirt. I'm wired, I'm so inspired. I take the entire pot so afterward. Here I come to save the day. On legal speed, the American way. The American way.
It's definitely that one.
Wow, we gotta hear one more still. Now,
the
Black Flag sounds like 5 minutes long, so we can't play that whole thing.
But it's the same shit over and over again.
It's not Black Flag. I can tell you, I'm not good with song names, but I am it's like faces, right? I don't know your name, I know your face. The same way with music. As soon as I heard both of those songs, I was like, yes. But that Lagwagon song is definitely, that takes me back to
Yeah.
like 1996 ish.
So,
Yeah, just
I would say even earlier. I saw No Effects on the Punk and Drublic tour, and they were passing out Fat Music for Fat Record CDs in the hallway at the 930 Club, just handing them out. And I was working at a Starbucks in Vienna, Virginia. I was in high school still. So we're talking somewhere between 93 and 95. And like hearing a song about coffee, I was like, fuck yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
But just in case, let's just give you at least 30 seconds of Black Flag.
Okay.
You can't just diss Black Flag like that. I do love the guitar work in Black Flag.
Oh my God, the guitar. But you got to realize, so you're a drummer.
Yeah.
The first thing you hear is the drums, right?
Yep.
Henry Rollins, God love him. No offense if you somehow hear this. We're cool. Like, I don't want to fuck with you because you are awesome. But I never dug that, like that monotone, like ba 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 vocals.
Yeah.
Great and beautiful piece of punk rock history, but that never hit me, and that's what I zero into, at least initially when I listen to a band. That's usually like in the first couple minutes if I like a song or not. It's like the vocal styles. Now I did get to see Henry Rollins in New York, and he was amazing. Just
was it a spoken word? Because the spoken words are fucking great.
It was crazy good. He talked for like 2 hours without taking a sip of water. I've never seen anything like it. The guy's a monster, and it was awesome. The whole presentation was good. But I would have to say out of those two, it's not gonna be, yeah. It's definitely gonna be, I think it has to be Lagwagon.
All right.
Just yeah.
All right. Let's hear you do Stage Banter. Your band is now covering Lagwagon's Mr. Coffee because you should be covering it anyway because coffee's in your name.
Well, I mean, here's the problem. We don't drink coffee. I mean, Aaron does. I do a little bit. But we don't drink a lot of coffee. Now, the reason coffee,
lie.
I swear to God. Well,
we're not. Next, you're going to tell me you're not even Lannisters of the House of Lannister in Game of Thrones, and you're not lions.
Well, we don't have lions either. So let's get to yes.
And we can't even ask where the name came from. So
yes, the rules.
We're not. This is not that type of show.
No, but nonetheless, you're still gonna fucking do the stage band to enter a song about coffee.
Yes.
Other people that come to you, they like coffee, and that's why they like you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That's why.
Okay. All right. So here's what I love about this song. Okay. Absolutely love about drinking coffee. I drink coffee, drinking coffee every day. It just pumps. It has full energy. The Descendants song, too, had great energy. It was quick. It was fast. It was fun. It's actually like the next song I want us to write. A very short, like 1 minute or less punk rock song. But this song takes me back to the 90s, back to high school, and getting up in the morning and having to go to shit high school because shit was not cool then, and I had a shitty car, and we drove to the school and we played music loud, and I got tickets for passing school buses, which I shouldn't do. But this song got us pumped up, and the 5 of us packed in my Pontiac 1996 Grand Am with white with gray trim were smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, bouncing off each other, causing havoc, and getting suspended in school because we smoked in the parking lot, which we shouldn't have done. So here is Lagwagon playing a great song from my past.
Excellent. Now, next time I see you play, I expect to hear this song in your set list.
I will. I will almost promise you that.
I almost.
Almost.
I'll take it almost. So you mentioned what do you mentioned cigarettes and marijuana, and this took me to one of my favorite stories about Janet Yellen. You all know Janet Yellen, former head of the Federal Reserve and current Secretary of Treasury, because who doesn't know that person? I saw her speak once, and they asked her about smoking marijuana because apparently she has the propensity to overdo things and over prepare. So she was a freshman in college, and her friend's like, "Oh, I have some weed coming in a week, and we're gonna smoke some weed." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And she had heard that you can't enjoy smoking weed unless you can inhale it. And she had never smoked anything in her life and didn't know if she could inhale smoke. So she went out and bought a pack of cigarettes on that Monday before the Friday party. And she was like, "Oh, this is terrible. I'm not good at this at all. I need to go buy another pack of cigarettes." And she went out and bought it, and she smoked 2 packs a day every day until Friday so she could smoke some weed and make sure that she had the full effects of the weed.
Okay.
So she smoked the weed, had a great time. She says she never smoked again, but she started a 3-pack-a-day habit after that of cigarettes. That took her
I'm calling fake daily news. Is that real?
Whether she smoked again or not, she did have a 3-pack-a-day cigarette habit.
It's fake news.
Fake news? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Janet Yellen's I really like Janet Yellen.
I do too.
Wow.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, she's very responsible.
So it's like, oh, it's gone far from the days when I was a kid in high school and like Clinton said he didn't inhale. Now we have a Secretary of Treasury going, "I wanted to inhale so much that I smoked 10 packs of cigarettes first to make sure I could inhale properly."
God bless America. Thank God. Yeah.
Thank
That's awesome.
God. The world has changed.
So it's definitely Lagwagon. Did I do that right? I don't know like the parameters. Did I do it?
I don't know. We've never done this before. And that was only part 1 of it. Because you have 2 conventional words in your band name.
Okay.
Which means that we have part 2 where you have to introduce the other cover song that you're going to do. This time I have 4 options for you.
4. Okay.
4. So there is a song called Ex-Lion Tamer by Wire, which was on a compilation I had in high school, which is amazing. You might know the Wire with the pink flag and on the pole. It's a very popular album. There's always The Lion Sleeps Tonight by the Tokens, Mawee Mawep, Mawee Mawep.
Yep.
There is also, these 2 are a little bit outside the box. I'm kind of pushing it here. I do like it when Lionel sings the Thundercats theme song.
Okay.
And there is also Lionel Ritchie.
Oh, which one?
The Lionel Ritchie, actually, the version I want you to do would be the cover of Easy by Faith No More.
The Lion? Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, so the original. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to either introduce the Thundercats theme song, which is sung by Lionel.
I want Lionel Ritchie. Yeah.
You want Lionel Ritchie?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah? You need me to play it first, or you think you got it?
No, I know it. I know the Faith No More song, but I know both.
All right. I'm gonna cue up the song so I can play it after you're done for the listening audience who might not know that
make it more real.
Put out a 4-song EP in the 90s called Songs to Make Love To.
Yep.
And besides Let's Lynch the Landlord, a Dead Kennedys cover, some weird song in German. This one, I forget the other one too, but So
we're doing Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Yeah, Easy Like
okay.
You know the song.
Okay. Yeah, I know, of course.
Don't
All right,
pretend you don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I'm gonna do my best, like Sunday morning radio host announcing Lionel Ritchie doing. Is it called Easy?
Yeah, the song is actually called Easy.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. We're gonna do it. My boss
Right.
is calling me on my phone right now.
Oh, you have phone calls coming later.
Yeah, no. That would be funny to pull him on. He'd have no idea. All right. So we're doing Lionel Ritchie, Easy. Hello, folks out there. It's Sunday morning. Are you hungover? I am. This morning, as you eat your brunch, have your vodka and orange juice, drink your Bloody Marys, do your shots of tequila, have 3 Jägermeisters and 15 beers. It's important that you relax and just take this day as it comes. So here comes a great Lionel Ritchie song, Easy Like Sunday Morning.
Sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see your bed stolen and borrowed. Yeah. Why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I love Faith No More so much. And what a great album.
Beautiful.
2 rhinos
Awesome.
humping each other in nature.
Killer.
This is one of the few bands that I have every one of their records of. I mean, they didn't have that many records, to be fair, but still.
Well, I think Lionel Ritchie did it well, too.
Sure, Lionel Ritchie was fine.
Yeah. I mean, he wrote it. But yeah, no, it's a dope song. And honestly, I think like any like hardcore punk rocker that's out there, like, oh, you can't like slow chill shit, like, come on, bro. Like, you can.
I mean,
we all have things that got us to here.
I get pumped. You ever heard the song like by Vision, the New Jersey band, where it's like, I only like punk rock? It's a great song. And I feel like I agree with it 90% of the time.
Yeah, of course.
But
yeah,
there's 10% of the time where I'm like, nah, I want to listen to some Kesha right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to put on some musicals or whatever. But I get it. So well done, by the way. You did a good job introducing that one.
Yeah, I like that.
You said you had your phone. Is your phone handy? I need you to have your phone, and I'm going to text you a number, and you're going to call that number.
Okay.
And you're allowed to say, hi, this is Lionel John Ritchie. And then you've got to go into Stage
Banter. You saw that.
You're like opening a show. You have to call someone. I know who they are. And
we're doing another bit?
Yes, another bit.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And you have to call
one
someone.
More bit. One more bit.
Now, to be fair, I'm nice to you, and I pick someone that I think you know.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Pretty serious stuff here. So dumb. We're gonna get the FCC is gonna shut us down.
Dude, totally.
I don't think they do that for podcasts. Like podcasts are allowed to do weird shit, right?
Well, I don't know, man.
Nobody will know. It's all right.
Okay, so I'm not going to put the number on blast for everyone to call this person, but I'm going to do it, and you're going to call this person. You're going to say, hi, I'm John.
You're calling. I'm going to talk.
No, you're calling them.
Okay, all right.
And you're going to call them and
say,
hi.
I talk through yours. Okay.
And I'm sending you the number. You're going to call and say, hi, I'm John from Coffee with Lions. You're going to put it on speakerphone. And and when they say hi, after you tell them who you are, you're gonna go in and you're gonna pretend you're like introducing yourself for your set. You're gonna like go full stage banter on them. Everything from like make sure you tip the bartender to our merch is in the back, and you're just gonna ramble on stage banter. And if they're not there, you're gonna still do it anyway and leave that message.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So is this on speakerphone?
Yeah, put it on speaker. You're gonna put your phone on speakerphone. You're
Okay,
gonna
so you
call
can
this
hear it.
number that I just sent you, and you're gonna
Oh,
call this
geez.
person.
I know I don't know this number.
Oh, well, there you go. But I think you know this person.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right.
Scott's a dick. It's fine.
I can't say it out loud.
No, don't say it out loud.
I'd edit it.
Too many people love him.
Really?
I don't know.
Are you gonna get me can't?
I don't know.
I have one of his bands tattooed on my arm.
I promise.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This won't.
So this dude's cool. This dude's cool. Like it's not gonna be a big deal.
It's fine. Trust me.
It'll be a big deal, but it's fine.
Oh, you fucking dicks. I don't know about this.
I know him. I know him well.
All right.
Okay, it's not.
I took my wife.
Promise, not illegal.
I took my wife on our first date to see his band play, and I proposed to my wife at his last show. Right, so I know him very well.
This is getting worse. Okay. God damn it. All right. So we're gonna call and then go to speakerphone.
Yeah.
It's not very loud.
Turn it up.
Can you hear it? Hold on.
Yes.
Hello. This guy, believe it or not, he owns shirts. You may not know that by the pictures. You may not know that by what you've seen live. But if you do see Luxury Teeth at a Korean barbecue in Baltimore, Maryland, when it's 35 degrees in that venue, this guy wears a shirt for at least 2 songs. And
might have gotten into the third song before it was shod.
Yeah.
What's the word for taking off something?
Shanted off, kiltered, or I don't know. But this motherfucker brings the heat. His eyes, he's got crazy eyes, and that is legit. He fucking means it. When he looks at you, he is looking at your heart and soul. He understands what you want and what you want to hear and what you want to feel, and he's gonna bring it every fucking time because they are Luxury Teeth. See them live, see them now, see them close while you can, because they are the best fucking around.
Well, best around. That's a big statement coming from you guys. First of all, but second off, you know what the deal is right now. The scenes that we've got communally in our jurisdictions, vaguely locally in this Mid-Atlantic region, it's nuts how many great bands there are.
Yep.
We're at a good fun boom time right now.
Fuck yeah, we are.
I'm loving it. I love it almost as much as I love this fucking completely guerrilla interview that I just got.
Fuck yeah.
Sure. Dave, I'll get you on for real soon, brother, man.
Coolest shit that I've ever been a part of. It's like I'm just gonna call a motherfucker and not even know who I'm calling. And we're gonna start having a fucking interview without even asking, hey, do you want to be a part of this? And I love it, man. This is the most punk rock interview I've ever been a part of.
Fuck yeah.
I need to be down with it, Dave.
Thank God it was you, homie, because, dude, I was super, nervous, and thank God it was you, and I now have your phone, so I'll call you all the time and text message you, because that's what I do. All right, man. Love you, dude.
All right. Love you, buddy.
Love you back.
Peace.
Peace.
Dude,
you were right. He never wears a shirt. 20 years. I'm not sure I've ever seen him with a shirt on.
I did. Yeah, he had a long sleeve shirt on 2 days in a row. Yeah, for real.
I'm not even sure he wore a shirt to my wedding.
Yeah. But solid fucking band, solid fucking people, dude. For real, man. I love, after we play with them, just, fucking sitting, shooting the shit with them, talking about, because, dude, everybody that does this, we all have the other side, right? Yep. So having people that understand what is going on, what you are, and they can relate to it it's fucking amazing, man. That's all we got, dude. That's all we got.
Well, they're a pretty new band. I played their first show last summer on tour when I was with Colin Dead. So when I saw they were playing with you, I was like, the odds that he's played with them before is probably pretty slim.
Yeah.
But
we
the
played with
odds
them
that Dave made an impression on them is pretty high.
Oh yeah.
Because Dave is just super kind. So is Sean and Russell and Drew and Fred. They're all just great guys. So I was like, it'll be good. This will be great for this. So
well, and Drew, and I don't know if you knew this, but Drew and Doug work together.
So, no, I had no idea.
Yeah, super small world, man. But yeah, we absolutely love them dudes. We had a show up here. It was them, us, curse words over our eyes at West York Inn, and dude, the place was fucking hyped. It was a great fucking. I think it was a Sunday show, dude,
yeah,
and we still had a fucking blast, dude. Awesome.
So my wife was in a band with the drummer Sean. He's actually a guitarist who just pretends to play drums.
What band?
Die Cheerleader Die.
Okay, all right.
So like we're talking like 1999 to 2005 era.
Well, send me all the bands. Send me all the bands you guys are involved with because I definitely want to check them out, man. I'm always trying to find out new bands. I mean, I'm more about the people, but you know, like new bands.
But it is about the people, right? Like I'll be honest. There could be a band that I'm okay with, but I love the people. And I'm more likely to book a band I'm okay with.
Right.
That I am to book a band that I really like the music, but they're dicks.
Yeah, 100.
I have no patience for people like making my life harder.
Yeah.
I have too many stresses in my life. If you're making my life harder, I'm just gonna push you aside and move on to the next great person.
I agree. And dude, I'm telling you, man, this whole thing you guys got going on is amazing. It's fucking a blast, dude. I've never no offense to all my ex podcast people. Every time it's been different. Everybody has their own language and style, but this has been a ton of fun. It's been scary and shocking and dude, I cracked up, and calling fucking a stranger shows how much I trust you guys. Thank God that was not a dick.
See, but I knew, right? Like I was nice. I made sure it was someone that you knew. I mean, I could have made sure it was someone that I knew would handle it, but I didn't call him in advance and warn him. I was like, I know Dave. I've known Dave for 20 years.
Oh, no, I could tell. Dude, I could tell. That was awesome. And I'm telling you, from meeting Dave a couple times, like, that's what's cool about it. Because, dude, I would love to fucking text him and call him. But you meet these human beings at shows. You create these relationships at shows. You find these things that you never knew existed at shows that are amazing. And just to think that like we're having this conversation today because we met at a show should tell people to go to shows, talk to the bands, understand what's going on, understand what the fuck is going on here, and fucking promote it. Get out there, be involved, talk to people, connect, fucking set up shows, set up whatever, fundraisers, whatever. And
do stuff. Have the side stage banter where you talk to people off the stage and get to know them.
Yeah, that's all it's about. So, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Too, dude.
Love you, dude.
Can I do one shout out? Seeing Snakes, great band from Philadelphia. Check them out.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, keep this thing rolling. But yeah, thanks, man.
My shout out will be that I have I'm co-releasing a compilation, Locked in the Basement, with Locked in the Basement, I guess. He doesn't run a record label. He recorded 20 bands, 2 tapes in his basement, 2 bands on each tape, and he did a series of 10, and then I'm releasing the compilation vinyl for him. We just put in the order today. It's got Urban Ways, it's got Soji, it's got some great ass, it's got Carousel, so many like Philly, New Jersey bands. It's all Pennsylvania, New Jersey bands. Maybe a little bit of New York, but it's
fuck yeah.
I just submitted the order today, so hopefully that'll be out in the next 8 weeks. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to all the bullshit that we did. Scott does have nipples. Yes, I do. Thank you very much, Rath. I have no nipples. I do. But thank you, John. It was such a pleasure having you on, buddy. Rath, always love seeing you, buddy. You're like my brother from another mother. I couldn't love you more if I tried. Everyone have a good night. Thank you so much.
Hello, this is John with Coffee with Lions.
Yo, what up, buddy?
Who's this?
What do you mean?
Who is this?
Motherfucker.
Oh my god, dude, my fucking homie. I love you, bro.